Before we begin with this one, product provided by Kwalee. And I'm just gonna say it here, this one's actually an interesting game to say the least. But of course, don't take my word for it. Watch it for yourself. This here is Talespinner. Yeah, I already know. This here is Talespinner, but did they really have to put like a privacy policy thing? I get it. But let's see how this game plays out with this one. And you get to choose 3 different characters. You have Yokushin, the Jade-Hearted Monk, Rinka, a Lotus Flower Kitsune, and Himura, the Deadly Duo. You may have also noticed that their health and stats are very different, so we'll start with Himura. Well, there's like different story, but they have plot twists. Like, let's start with Whispers in the Snow. Sakura Grove. At the start of each chapter, you choose one of 2 narratives. Each narrative determines a unique effect that triggers when you choose it, the type of encounters and boss you'll face, and additional rewards along the way. You have increase your max heart by 2, or gain 10 story points at the start of each combat. Resources used in events and for purchasing cards, companions, and upgrades from the notebook. Well, I think we'll choose this one. Every chapter is a path of 5 empty encounter slots leading to a boss fight. As you progress from left to right, you'll fill these slots with encounters. All encounters from the chosen narrative are randomly arranged on a panel forming a queue. Choosing encounters on either end of the pool is free, while in the middle will cost you story points. Picking encounters from the sides will cause the closest one to shift into their place and become free for their next selection. And you only have 10 story points. Alright. You spot a horse's leg dangling from a tree. It doesn't move, yet an eerie presence fills the air. Do you dare approach? Let's take a closer look. Some encounter slots grant bonus rewards based on the chosen narration. The rewards are granted only if you play a combat encounter in that slot. And now we get started. You control 2 characters at once with Himura and Kiri. They share one deck, but each has their own health and their own cards. Only the front character takes damage. If either one dies, your run ends. You can swap their positions by playing cards with either advance or hide, or by pressing the Y button on a card with a swap icon, spending 1 action and discarding it. Press Y on a card to swap positions. Oh yeah, you have to press the Y button to swap positions. Here is your notebook. You can open it at any time, even during battle. Inside, you can spend story points to obtain new cards, companions, and other upgrades. Its contents refresh at the beginning of each chapter. No. At least now at the hardened shell. Nice. Now you can choose your rewards. Either story points, item, or something nice. You can choose one card to add to this deck. You can either Protect, Reckless Charge, or Bonk. I'll take a Reckless Charge. Now let's do more battles. This reminds me of Slay the Spire. I see, you only get to choose a limited amount of actions. Alright, shuffle back into the deck. You only get 3 actions, so you better make them count. I'll take Poison Sense. Alright, that'll do it. And it summons something else. Yeah, they're boosting up their stats. Not bad. Nice. We can add companions. Companions are allies that grant you special effects in battle. You can only have as many companions as you have available slots. If all slots are filled, you can dismiss one by selecting it and choose Dismiss. Some events or rewards may unlock additional slots. There are 2 types, passive and active. Passive effects are abilities that work continuously or trigger when certain conditions are met. Active must be manually triggered. After use, they go on cooldown for several turns. When they are ready again, they glow orange. Well, let us pray for relief. Alright, start the boss battle. Alright. What's he doing? Is he buffing up? That'll do it. Nuts, a nasty cut. Card is unplayable till the end of combat. 2 wounded. I better take him out fast. And it's done. Nice, we get a Teseo. Very nice. Let's try ourselves a Toxic Splash. Now we get to choose a different path. The Bamboo Forest or the Rice Fields. Let's add these 2 cards then. Let's head for the Bamboo Forest. It was an ambush. Starting from turn 6, once per combat, a ninja may spawn, except for boss fights. On turn 4, all enemies gain 3 strength. Well, let's start things off. It follows. Then we go into combat mode. At the start of each combat, increase your max hit by 4. Unrefined sake. And now we get forest sake. Not bad. What to pick for this? That did it. Let's get this, the Tail Cleave. Choose a card to upgrade. Let's try this one, the Toxic Splash. Applies 2 3 times. Yeah. Let's upgrade the Poison Sense. Alright, rest. We need lots of rest. And now we gotta fight an elite. Ah, crud. They're gonna add more copies of the cards in the discard pile. Oh, this might make it harder. Good, it's now dead. Oh. Alright, let's add this one now. That's painful. Very good. Nah. Now I guess we're about to have ourselves on our boss fight. Good. Boss battle. She's got 160 HP. Now you can choose a prank, either rotten fish, apply prank status. Yeah, rotten fish. No, wait. No, I can't dismiss it. Good, exhaust them both. No! Damn it! And since we beat the Roman, we can add Blade Dance to our deck. Let's try ourselves on the Gyokushin. Let's start with the Grove. The more the merrier. Yoshin uses a special type of cards called Dragon cards. Dragon cards have dragon symbols on them and then cost Jade instead of motes to play. Press Y on a card with Jade to discard it and gain Jade equal to the number shown. Yoshin excels at finding and exploiting enemy weaknesses. Each enemy has a set number of weak spots. Deal unblocked damage to reveal them. When all weak spots are revealed, the enemy becomes exposed and your next attack deals plus 50% damage. Not bad. Let's claim our rewards. And this one. Gain 1 each time. Ooh, this one will do. Burning Fist. Let's give him a Whispers of the Heart. Alright, let's make some more room. Flying, huh? Gotta watch out when it busts up strength. Nuts, why I did that? Why did I discard the whole hand? Supposed to be this, this, then this. And there you have it. Nice. Let's give Fist Following Fury. And add a Taiyaki. He summons more of them. This deck building can be really addictive. If used right, you can actually get a lot of good rewards. Very good. Let's do this one. Let's get this, Kinanai. Alright, it's boss time. He totes him in you, though. Okay, now we're gonna have some fun. Let's discard these. That'll do it. Had to be done. Really? You bring more fear down to this? Yeah. Now wait. Did this and this. Wait, why is it in twos? There. Lost a lot of health from that. What the hell? Oh, do not remove defense at the start of your next turn. Ah, this one would be nice. Deal 5 twice. Let's head off now to the... Let's see if we can get some new cards. And we'll take... We'll take this. Let's head for the rice fields. Start each combat with 1 less. Or at the end of each turn, lose 2 story points. No, we'll take this. That means I gotta really make my moves count. Nuts, we got entangled. Alright, got exposed. The exposing lasts till next turn. Eat us? I will. Yeah. Playing it removes entangled. That did it. The risks I'm willing to take to make sure. Oh, nice. We get this one. Stores up to 2 unused. This one would definitely help. Shattering Grasp. Much obliged. Yeah, that's gonna buff up the strength. No, it's be increasing defense. This'll do it. Now we got a whole bunch of rewards. Let's try the Dragon Unleashing the Wrath. Let's get rid of this. Wait a minute. Oh, I only have 2. And they're boosting defenses and buffing stats. No amount of saving you will prepare you for this. Yeah, now we deal with you. That did it. Stubborn Dragon. Let's choose this. This upgrades deal 1 damage. And finally get... Guided by the Dragon. Yeah, this one's going to be a tough one. Let's deal 3 damage. That's better. That's insane. Right, it's unleashing the wrath again. And that's the end of that. Nice, we actually did it. That's impressive. Let's add a double heartbeats. Now we reach the snowy mountains in Chapter 3. Alright, all enemies start combat with 5 ice shield. Yep, deals 14 damage. Deal 11 damage. Mm-hmm. Nuts, they actually added HP regen. That's not a good sign. And that ice shield's gonna keep on going. Now if it's exposed, I can go on the offensive again. Boosting up its strength stats. Nice, did it. Roaring Dragon. That might come in handy. Honor the spirit. Let's enter a defensive. Oh, wait, because I have helpless. That means I can't get shields. That better. Really, you're gonna provoke? There. That ought to do it. Now it's healed up and it's boosting its strength. $23 damage? That's nuts. That should do it. Adding defense would probably help me. Let's get a stubborn dragon. Looks like we're about to have another fight on our hands. Yeah, it was a waste. Looks like I'm at my limit. Yep. We made it far, but we did all we could. We also gain a new companion, Juan, you know. I think we'll do one more, and this time we'll do it on Rinka. But yes, the more you use them and they level up, they get stronger. So it's basically a game where you replay it. And you keep going until you at least get your deck strong enough. I think we'll start off with this. At the end of every battle, increase your max health by 2. Rinka uses a lotus flower. It has 5 stages and starts each turn as a bud. Playing cards with the flower symbol makes it bloom to the next stage. Press Y on a card to attach the active lotus flower to it. Each lotus flower grants a different effect. Card is not discarded. The blue costs 1 less. Pink is base damage is doubled for attacks, and black is played twice. Some cards have an additional effect if a specific flower is active. Well, let's test out this theory. Yeah, Lotus Guard. All right. Now you gotta really play strategic with this setup. And if used right, you could actually bring some nasty stuff to the battlefield. I like this, honestly. I really do. Alright. Let's do it. Deal 14 damage. Next battle. Very good. This one's an interesting one. Let's add a Wild Bloom. Let's make some room. Ew. Very nice. Now let's see what new stuff we can get. Let's try something completely different. Alright, well, we can upgrade. Not bad. Nice. Very nice. Need more power, and now we're about to have a boss fight. Against this guy. Nuts wounded. All right. Nasty cut. He's going to slash off my cards. At least we got that fight done. We get our rewards. We get a new companion. Alright, let's get that. Let's head for the forest this time. Oh, I won't need to do that. That one makes it better by having a no, and then I can just mix and match. That's a good combination. Great, mesmerizing gaze. No, I need to. Oh, that's nice. More mesmerizing gaze. This has got to stop. That's a lot of rewards we've gotten. Bloom and Shield. Why did I press that? I should have pressed the Y button. Damn it. Let's see how this will turn out. Yeah, I'm taking major damage. This thing is nothing but trouble. Deal 5 damage twice? That might work. Hold on one moment. Anyway, where were we? We gotta see if there's anything else we can find. Let's see. No, but trying to get it as a black? Now, let's do the Wind Chaser. Yeah, I will have to do it in the next round. Yeah, of course you would have to do that. I'm not going to make it, but I may have done my best with this one. Good. Yikes. Major damage. That at least did it. That'll do it. Wait, why'd it miss? Mm-hmm. Barely hanging by a thread. Now let's get rid of this. Boss time. Win or lose, I did my best with this. Oh my god. I should have pressed the Y button, not the X. That's alright. I did all my best with all three, and each of them play very differently. And this game, it's a little interesting. It really is. But you've seen what I can do. But I do all I can, after all. It was pretty fun. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. And I will see you then. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. Product provided by Kwalee.